All right, friends, how you doing there? Guthrie Trap here, coming to you from East Nashville, Tennessee. So we're going to do something a little bit different here today. First of all, I'm doing this in the morning, which is interesting. I haven't had any coffee yet. I'm looking forward to that big time, and then to get on with some private lessons today and some other stuff. Did a really fun photo shoot yesterday with a guy named Michael Weintraub, who does a cool thing called Instrument Head. Check that out. But getting geared up to do a bunch of stuff, man. There's all kinds of cool stuff coming. I know I keep saying that, but I'm working on it here every day, and I can't wait to show you guys what we're coming up with. Some music and some content and some stuff like that. So lots of behind the scenes stuff going on. I'm sharing a lot of that stuff on Instagram, which, you know, that's a really good one to see day-to-day life here and what's going on in Nashville with me and all my music stuff. And also Facebook, and of course, don't forget to subscribe down here on YouTube, and check the links below for everything education-wise and all that kind of stuff. A new website coming soon, and all that. So, friends, here's what we did. I actually got the loop pedal out, the Ditto loop pedal, and I'm going to do another video at some point here, and just hold the camera and do my gear, what I'm using in this room. But I'm playing this old 59 Gibson 335 that my buddy Ford Thurston owns now, and it used to belong to Bukovac. He sold it. Uncle Larry sold it, and he actually came out to my gig the other night and sat in on a couple tunes and played this. I think that might be on YouTube under Grammatico amps or something like that. Anyway, playing this thing while my guitars are in the shop. My old Princeton Reverb 1966. The volume's on like 2. Otherwise, it just gets even more distorted on the iPhone. And then the treble's on like 3.5 or 4. The bass is on about 3.5. The reverb's on about 3. And then I'm going into a Boss tuner, an RC booster that's on, a Noble's Overdrive, original vintage. And then the Tremster T-Rex tremolo, which is off. And then the Strymon Brigadier delay, which is on actually. And I've got that set about like this. Can you hear that? Kind of just a nice delay. So what a great sound and fun guitar to play. So here's what I'm wanting to show you a little bit about here, and I think this is a good idea to have the backing track. The backing chords were just A minor. Let me turn some of this stuff. A minor, D minor, to G, to A minor. And that rhythm was kind of like this. Right, kind of a pseudo reggae kind of vibe, right? But the thing that I wanted to show you on here that's really important, and I think you're really going to dig this, these are the fundamentals I'm talking about. So in order for me to play freely on the neck, and like what I played a minute ago was not anything earth-shattering. Of course, I'm just showing you a little bit of kind of like some leads around that kind of stuff. It's hard not to go in a David Gilmour direction on that kind of stuff because it's so him and so cool, right? But anyway, I'm looking at the triads and really picking apart these chord shapes. I know I keep saying chord shapes, but it really is everything. And so as I do this, as I'm playing this shape, the G shape, or the G chord, E shape, A minor, D minor, G, I'm thinking this, and this is what we really need to break this down. To play over chord changes, I'm looking at playing the triads, literally, like watch this. If you just did that, that's playing over the chord more than it would be if you just played pentatonic over everything, because you're changing the notes that are actually changing with the chords, and that's what makes it sound like you're playing over the chord changes. And so, hey guys, this is really where it's at. I mean, this is it. I'm telling you, there's nothing to hide here. I'm not trying to, there's no secret sauce that people are putting on this that makes it more accessible. What it is time with the instrument in your hand, playing music, playing along to records, playing along to this loop pedal, playing along to your internal rhythm, tapping your foot. But we have to stop just endless noodling with no musical nutrients. Stole that from Uncle Larry also. But who Tom is a really good friend of mine, actually. Anyway, we need to just end the noodling. Let's put an end to the noodling. Now that doesn't mean when you pick up the guitar that you can't have fun. We want to pick up the guitar, we want to have fun, but we want to always be composing on the instrument. When we pick up the guitar, let's try to make music. And that doesn't mean, you know, you don't go, well, hey, how do you do that? Well, you do it with what you already have. Don't think that there's like this magic moment that all of a sudden you're going to be able to just do all these things. It's going to be a slow, steady growth, you know, and so that's just the way it is. I mean, there's no magic thing that's just going to happen. There's going to be little things that happen to keep you inspired. It's almost like playing golf. You hit one good shot out of 500 and it makes you want to keep going back and torturing yourself even more. That's my experience. I call it a weekend, adult Easter egg hunt, because I'm always trying to find that ball in the woods. I'm not a golfer, by the way. I'm a golf club owner. But anyway, so getting back to the guitar, there's so many parallels with music and life. It's not this like really crazy thing that is just so unique and special. It is, but there's so many things, like, you know, the things that make musicians successful, I think, are the same things that make lawyers successful, and people that just know how to show up on time and be cool and not you know, not be too far in any one direction. Good people skills, whatever. But anyway, and always I love to say, you know, thanks to all you guys out there in YouTube land, and man, I've made so many great friends from this, and people are showing up in Nashville and coming to my shows and taking lessons, and the Artist Works is growing because of this, and my life is better because of this and because of you guys. And so that's all I know how to say. Thank you so much for that. But getting back to this, I'm picking out these triads, and I think this is a really good exercise to play a chord progression like this and pick out these triads. So I'm going to start the loop again. Now, I'm going to pick these triads out in different positions. So I'll wait for this to come back around, and then I'm just going to play the triads. Let's add a little more. Okay, so this is not this is not like genius stuff I'm playing here. So bear with me, friends. But I'm trying to kind of give you an example. So I went from kind of a simple triad outline to kind of incorporating more of the scales and the things like that around this. And so what I'm getting at here is really important to. This is all cage system stuff. This is. This is the chord shape in all 5 positions: A minor, D minor, G, and then C'ing. So this is where melody and harmony lie in these areas. And so what I'm trying to get here in a short amount of time is just the importance of learning these take 3 sets of 3 strings, learn these triads in these 5 shapes. Try to really stay in. We need to, I think, consolidate into these 5 chord shapes, learn the triads in the 3 string areas of those shapes, then start applying them up and down the neck. So we're going to learn them, we need to learn them vertically and then start applying them horizontally. But so those triads, just picking those out, you can tell if you, like I said, if you just played those, you'd be playing over the chord shapes. Right, then take the next one. Right? So what this does is this really instills the sound of the chord tones going by. And so if you played if you saw, when I went to G, any of those sets of those chord tones will sound good. And then that's when you start really getting into like, okay, I'm starting to hear this stuff. Okay, that's all I'm going to say for today. I don't want to give away too much here, friends, because like I said, this stuff really helps me make a living. When you guys want the deep dive and you really want to spend time with me and pick this apart, you got to check out my private Zoom and Skype lessons, which you can find via my website and the links below. If you want to contribute to all the stuff that's going on right now, helping me survive, you can do Venmo, PayPal at the tip jug below. Also, definitely check out ArtistWorks for the professional online, over 200 lessons filmed with extremely professional audio and video at their amazing studio out in Napa, California. Check out ArtistWorks. It's amazing. Not just my class on there, but Brian Sutton and Keith Wyatt and Mike Marshall and bluegrass and jazz and country and rock and everything. There's going to be some cool updates coming on that curriculum really soon as well. And just, man, thanks so much for all the support. I'm going to go get some coffee, teach some lessons, and then might go to the Gibson Garage today and hang out with Mark Agnesi. I had a really great lunch with him a couple days ago, and got a lot of stuff in the works, talking to a bunch of companies about some cool gear that I'm going to start beefing up my gear. I'm excited for a change. I'm actually getting into some gear and talking to people about pickups and stuff like that, which I never, ever do. But it's time, friends. It's time to kick it up a notch. And man, thanks for the comments on the diet and the exercise. I'm still maintaining that 160, 159 range, and it's just consistency. And so, like last night, I had some bread and stuff at this restaurant, and like a couple days before that, I had this past weekend I had a cheeseburger, some French fries, and 2 scoops of ice cream. And so you can cheat, but then just get back. It's all about, I think I'm finally figuring out how to ride the wave with that stuff. And so it doesn't take, I'm not a nutritionalist. I'm not a workout person. I'm not a health nut or anything like that, but I figured out a way that this works, and it's not that hard. If you got any questions on that, if you're struggling with that, let me know, because I can help you. It's real easy. Anyway, thanks for the early morning hang. I know you guys probably won't see this till later, but got up kind of early this morning and wanted to get this idea out there to you. Thanks again, guys. Look forward to seeing y'all real soon. All right, take care. Bye.